Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. Michelle Obama, at last, tends to claim that she killed Joan Rivers. This evening, the hotly anticipated report on Joan Rivers' demise. Is Obama gay? Requiring consideration over an old letter? Did Joan Rivers wind up dead for calling Michelle Obama a transgendered individual? Michelle Obama showed us that no one can play with her family, or they'll pay for it. Furthermore, Joan Rivers sure did. Joan expressed something about the Obamas, and Michelle couldn't withstand anything else. That is the point at which talk arose that she may be behind Joan's passing. Is Michelle actually an executioner? Michelle Obama has at last ventured into the spotlight to address the well-established claims that she was associated with the strange demise of parody legend Joan Rivers. Throughout the long term, there have been innumerable bits of gossip and claims about Barack and Michelle Obama, going from the conceivable, similar to the way that Barack is a smoker, to the completely silly, similar to the case that Michelle is covertly a transsexual lady. However, one case that has been flowing for a really long time is especially fascinating, particularly given ongoing occasions. There is a possibility that Michelle Obama might have been engaged with the demise of joke artist Joan Waterways. So where does guarantee try to come from? And is there any valid reason why it won't disappear? To respond to that inquiry, we want to investigate both the supposed insider facts of the Obamas and the secretive passing of Joan Waterways. How about we start with the case that Michelle Obama is transsexual? This talk has been around for a really long time and seems to have started in the most obscure corners of the web, as numerous paranoid ideas do. The thought is that Michelle was conceived male but went through an activity to progress to female prior to meeting Barack, and she has been concealing her actual character from that point onward. There is, obviously, no proof to help this case. Michelle has never commented on these reports, and her appearance and conduct are impeccably within the scope of what one could anticipate from a lady. To put it plainly, this guarantee is in all likelihood bogus, and can be securely excused as an unmerited paranoid notion. Nonetheless, that hasn't prevented certain individuals from trusting it. One fan even brought up that Obama has erroneously called Michelle during 2 or 3 discourses. They've posted a wedding picture, yet no pregnancy pictures or pictures of the young ladies until 3 to 6 years of age. Might Michelle, at some point, truly be Michael, all things considered? While a great many people actually excuse the case as ludicrous, the way that it's actually being discussed shows exactly how determined and getting through paranoid ideas can be. Furthermore, we can't fail to remember the Barack tales about his sexuality. This entire adventure started when an old letter written by Barack Obama, her better half, surfaced, uncovering a few astonishing disclosures about his own life. The letter set off a chain reaction of occasions that have left general society humming with interest. Barack Obama's old letter, written in November 1982 when he was only 21, sincerely conceded to having dreams about lying down with men. David Garrow, a Pulitzer Prize-winning history specialist and Obama biographer, approached with stunning insights concerning Obama's past. In a touching meeting with Tablet magazine, Garrow revealed that he had led nearly 1,000 meetings for his account of Obama, incorporating discussions with Obama's exes, Sheila Miyoshi Jagger and Alex McNair. At the point when Alex McNair shared her letters from Obama, she at first redacted a section indicating homosexuality. Nonetheless, Garrow's diligence paid off, and in the long run, he got the letters from Emory College. In the letter, Obama communicated a complicated point of view on sexuality and character. He wrote with respect to homosexuality. I should say that I accept that this is to eliminate oneself from the present. A refusal, maybe, to sustain the unending sham of natural life. I have intercourse with men every day except in the creative mind, where my psyche is generally hermaphroditic, and I desire to make it all the more so until I can think as far as individuals, not ladies rather than men. The re-emerging of this letter has normally brought up issues of interest in general society. In any case, Garrow, the history specialist who revealed the letter, proposed that these disclosures are not as strange as they would appear. He commented that it's normal for people to have sexual dreams, and they ought to be seen as a component of the human experience. In spite of the recuperation of this fascinating letter from quite a while ago, a delegate for the previous president has stayed quiet with regards to this issue, declining to comment on it. However, what does all of this have to do with Joan Waterways? All things considered, as you might review, Waterways passed on under baffling conditions in 2014. Soon after offering a few disputable remarks about the Obamas, it was all because of this recently discovered data about Obama's letter and his supposed gay dreams. Joan's awkward passing on June 30, 2014, turned out to be even more confounding. She had been directing a gay wedding in New York City, and when she got some information about the chance of a gay or female president, Joan answered in her trademark gruff humor that we as of now have. Obama, and do you imagine that the nation will see the primary gay president or the principal lady president? I have it with Obama, so how about we simply quiet down? Got it. Then, at that point, she said that Michelle was transsexual. You realize Michelle is a vagrant. Please accept my apologies. She's a what? A transsexual. We, as a whole, know. Gracious, my golly. These comments were at first taken as a joke since Joan cherished pushing limits in her parody. Obviously, there's no proof to support this guarantee, all things considered. What's more, Waterways was known for her straightforward and, surprisingly, over-the-top humor. So it's not outside the realm of possibilities that she was essentially making. In any case, the planning of her remarks has driven some to contemplate whether there may be more going on in the background. A little more than a month after the fact, Joan's streams unfortunately kicked the bucket while going through a minor throat technique at a Manhattan facility. The conditions encompassing her passing brought up huge issues. The examination concerning her passing uncovered a progression of stunning omissions in operations at the center. There were disappointments in screening Joan's important bodily functions, managing legitimate sedation, and acquiring informed consent. Joan's little girl, Melissa Waterways, communicated shock over these grave mix-ups. Taking into account the technique should be clear. As I would see it, it was 100% preventable. What might they at any point have done without skipping a beat to forestall this? What about focusing on the fundamental signs? The disarray around Joan's streams passing is exacerbated by clashing data encompassing the second her condition declined. Records recommend that her circulatory strain dove and her blood oxygen immersion levels dipped below average. However, there's vulnerability about when the clinical intercession was started. A few reports guarantee chest compressions and vital medications were controlled at 9:28 a.m., while others propose a brief postponement until 9:38 a.m. Besides, there are irregularities in regards to the measurement of the strong narcotic propofol that Joan got, the very drug that prompted Michael Jackson's end. One record demonstrates the 300 milligram portion, while a staff member at the facility guaranteed it was just 120 mg. These irregularities in the authority accounts have left many scratching their heads. The authorities' reason for death was recorded as hypoxic capture, and that implies that her mind wasn't getting sufficient oxygen. However, there's some theory that there might have been different variables affecting everything. These cases have been generally excused by clinical specialists, who say that Stream's demise was doubtless only a sad mishap. Yet, could we, at any point, truly trust them? Speculations have arisen recommending that strong powers might have hushed her from uncovering the mysteries of the Obamas. Joan Waterways had never been one to avoid dubious proclamations, and had a skill for utilizing humor to reveal insight into the rich and strong. Might her unexpected demise at some point be associated with her proud comments about Barack and Michelle Obama? The fans are truly concerned. One tweeted, on the off chance that Obama is truly gay, the Joan Waterways murder should be resumed. Another said, individuals poke this fun at Joan's streams until you read her demise report and acknowledge she was totally killed. It's the most terrifying thing I've at any point perused. What's more, anyone who has been focusing realizes that Joan Waterways was right on both counts, and it cost her life. Assuming that is valid, it sure didn't take them extremely long to dispense with her after she offered her expression. Furthermore, the way that they have fundamentally scoured the video from the web says a ton. Perhaps they truly are concealing something. The interest develops when you consider that in 2011, another person who claimed that Barack Obama was gay kicked the bucket under dubious conditions. Larry Sinclair had created a book-making case of a medication-powered undertaking with Obama during his time in Illinois. I recently began scouring my hand at the edge to see where it was going, and it headed the path I had planned it to head. Despite the fact that you had intercourse with him 2 times, you did cocaine with him, and you watched him smoke rocks 2 times, You had no clue what his identity was. I had no clue about what his identity was. It most certainly wasn't Barack's most memorable time, and I might nearly want to wager that it wasn't as lengthy. Furthermore, he blamed Obama for being involved in the homicide of Donald Youthful, a reputed previous sweetheart. 2 years after distributing his book, Sinclair met a grievous end in a quick in-and-out episode. What's more, the secretive demise of Obama's gourmet specialist adds to the pot. Everybody realizes that his demise wasn't arbitrary, and the Obama family had something to do with it.